Good morning. It's 5:54, Sunday, and this is the time I wake up every day. My body just does it. I like it. And I drink water with lemon and coffee to start my day. But water first with lemon, always. And I make my bed. I make my bed every single day. So with this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the morning time, how I start my days, because how I start my days sets the tone for the rest of the days and then sets the tone for the rest of the week. And then that actually overflows into the month, which then overflows into the year. So morning time is very critical. I take it very serious, and getting up early is one of those times, is one of those things that I love to do. So good morning. Let's have some water with lemon, and then I'll show you where I go have coffee in the morning. Every morning I make my bed as the first thing besides the water and lemon. I make my bed every day because it's just a good feeling getting into a bed that's made at night. And one task completed already. You get one task done, then you get the next task done. It just overflows. Compound interest. It goes throughout the day. And that is that. Now we're gonna go to the spot. The spot. The spot. See the full moon? That's pretty cool. And then here. And it's the 4th floor, so it's got a pretty cool view of the strip. This probably is not the best camera to see everything, but the sun does rise. And it's beautiful. And this is what I do almost every morning. I have my coffee because, like Luke Combs says, some things just go better together, like a cup of coffee and a sunrise. So I have my coffee here, I journal, and think for about 35, 40 minutes, sometimes longer, and go from there. Starts the day off right. But a few critical morning things. One, rise and alkalize. Definitely get the water and lemon because you're getting dehydrated when you sleep. So getting that water back into your system. Sometimes I use the Himalayan salt, keep me hydrated. Second thing, no phone for a few hours. I don't use an alarm. I just have my body's trained to wake up because I'm on a schedule. I usually go to bed 9:30 at night. Body wakes up 5. It's been waking up really early lately, but 5:30, and get the day started from there. No phone, don't touch the phone, don't even have the phone in your room. Like I said, the bedroom is meant for sleep, so I don't do anything else in there except for sleep. And then in the mornings, I read, meditate, but that's it. So when I go into my room, I know it's time to sleep. So do that. Another critical thing in the morning is just to sit in silence. Fill your mind with positive things. I like to go through this mental, it's like, yeah, I journal, and I think, and I like it to think of it as like a inbox. And so if there's things that I've been thinking about a lot, in the mornings is when I deal with them. I work through them. I see why I'm thinking that thought. If it's negative or, it's coming from a bad feeling, I'm seeing where that's coming from, trying to get into the root and make sure that I can really work and hash that out. It's kind of like windshield wipers. It's actually not even, it's better than that. It helps you dissolve the problems, the issues in your life, because you're sitting with yourself and you're sitting in silence and you're like, oh, I can't sit down, I can't meditate, blah, blah, blah. It's something that you get better at. It's a skill you practice, and the reason that you can't sit down now because you have so many things that you haven't dealt with, and so when you sit down, it's like it's going crazy. So it's like an inbox. So you have thousands and thousands and thousands of emails that you gotta open up and see why they're there. So that's what I do in the morning, and it sets the tone for the entire day. And if I don't do this in the morning, I feel like my day's off. I feel like I'm off. I feel like I'm not in a rhythm, or I don't know what's going on, or I don't know like the time. Things like that. So that's very important for me in the morning to write it all out, go through my little inbox, whether it's just all kinds of things. I don't resist any thoughts. I don't resist any things that pop up. I just kind of let it go, put it on paper, work it out, and life gets better. So that's part of the morning routine. After I have coffee here, I go back into my room and read for about an hour. So we'll do this. We'll sit down here, do my thoughts, enjoy my coffee, watch the sunrise, and then we'll go read. And I'll show you what goes down what books I'm reading, what's going on this first quarter, what the theme is for the year, what the theme is for this quarter, and hopefully that can help you maybe set your day, set your morning so you can set up your day for greater success. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this coffee. And that's that. It's the bright sun, as you can see. Now, let's go read. So something new I've been doing this year that I've learned is having a word of the year. And then this year I've been breaking it down to quarters, so a theme for each quarter. So my word for this year is rooted. Last year was planted and all in, and the year before that was release. So this year, being rooted, my first theme for the first quarter is frame, is mindset, is perspective. So what I've been reading a lot is books on perspective and frame, and helped me kind of form this new psyche in my own mind that I can live by, that I can test, and maybe things work, maybe things don't work, but I know it's been helping me really just get things done and just live life more beautifully. And I've been doing that because I've been focusing on the frame, my frame this year, the frame to which I operate and think and believe and act in. So a couple books that I've read so far that I'll give some suggestions to. It's kind of dark, sorry. One, The Rational Male. I think every male should read that. He's got some very great concepts in there just to help you live a more balanced life as far as being a solid male individual, a positive masculinity, things like that. So another one that goes along with that that's really changed my life actually is King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. I think I've learned more about relationships and myself in this book than I have in so many other books. So I highly suggest this one. The other one I am reading right now is the Almanac of Naval Ravikant, and he is a stud. He is a tech investor in Silicon Valley, but he also has an incredible life. It's very balanced. It's very happy. It's very cool. So he has a lot of cool philosophy that I apply to my own life. And so I'm reading this. I suggest if you look him up, he's got 2 good podcast interviews, or more than 2, but he has Tim Ferriss does a podcast interview with him, and Joe Rogan. So check out those, dive into him. And go from there. The other book that I am going to be reading as well is Power versus Force by David Hawkins. This guy has changed my life. And another one, The 48 Laws of Power. Like I said, all perspective kind of things. I want to be operating out of a mindset to which just helps me thrive and helps other people thrive and go from there. So that frame is going from there. Another book that I've read this quarter that's been a good frame is this one, She Comes First. I think men, we should learn, and this book helps you learn. So just one of many. Do that. And the one book that I really want to share that's really helping me with my frame, that's significantly changed my life in so many ways. It's called Letting Go, The Pathway to Surrender by David Hawkins. I think this book should be required in all schools. I say maybe like in 12th grade, you start to read it so you can start to understand and really grasp it, because the things that are discussed in this book are incredible, truly incredible. And I think if we can apply the concept of what he tries to teach in here and understand it more, we would all live happier, more fulfilling, less stressful lives. So I suggest everybody that watches this video to get this book and read it, and then read it again, and then read it and underline it, and then read it and highlight it, and then read it and write notes, and then continually read it. So you can really understand and grasp the concepts that are in it, because it's been phenomenal in my own life and it's helped me let go of so much shit. So it's beautiful. I suggest you get that. So this is just a few of the books I've been reading for frame. In the morning, I read for an hour. I do my best to read for a little bit longer, but I usually read for an hour and then meditate for 10-15 minutes, more like breathing exercises, because I meditate and journal, and go from there to where the real good meditation comes out from in the desert. So that's where I get all the answers and downloads. But that's that. Morning routine is huge. This is my little chair that I read in, so go from there. After this, I don't know what we'll film next. After this, we will do some breathing exercises, which I really don't need to show you that, but I can walk you through some breathing exercises and go from there. Morning routine. let's go. Also, I suggest everybody to have a whiteboard in their room, because when you're, if you're wanting to make a change in your life and you want to, whatever, have certain things or do this or do that or get a promotion or start your own business, you have to think in a mindset to which who that person is. That person that has that promotion, that person that has that business, that person that lives that life, who are they? So I try to kind of create myself over and over and over. I have Kyle, I started this a couple years ago. It was like Kyle 2.8. So I think Kyle 2.9, Kyle 3.0, which is this last year. And now I'm going into Kyle 3.1. And that is where I've been working on, my word for the year is rooted, working on different roots. And each root, is the first root of this quarter is frame. Next one is business and finance. Then it's relationships. And then I really haven't got to the fourth one yet. I don't know what's going to come up, but we'll work on that. So as you can see here, this is really just looking at inside of Kyle's brain. And these are all concepts and things that I've learned from the books that I look at every day and try to just make sure that I grasp it into my own life. These are some of my big goals that I had throughout the year. And what I did was I had normal ones. So this used to be 12. This used to be like 10. This used to be 24. This would be 250. I read something in a book to just double it. So I just doubled everything, because if I shoot for, 24 videos and I only get, 20, that's more than the original 12 that I set. So I doubled all that. That's another thing. And then I just have fun little goals for new heights. But these are all things that I've applying to my new frame of a faith frame of Kyle 3.1. So some of the things: King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. That's a positive masculinity psyche that I've been really doing. Rational male has just been taking some of those concepts in that book and applying it to my life. Of course, surrendering, letting go, accepting, positive masculinity, alpha, conscious entrepreneur, philanthropist, investor, philosopher, master marketer, wealthy problem solver. All these things, diet conscious, giving, loving, what can I give instead of what can I get? All these things have helped me kind of shape this new person and become this new person. And then as I become this new person, the world starts to reflect to me who I'm becoming. And it still helps me fix things here and there, because the world is just a reflection, it's just a mirror. Whether it's your relationship or whether it's everything else, there's things that the world's trying to show you to help you heal from and fix so you can become that greater self. And these are some of the things I've done. One also big thing, PHR is personal hourly rate. Now, sometimes people, Naval, he talks about this, having a really high personal hourly rate. And I think when he started it, it was like $15,000 an hour. But I'm becoming, for me, I think financial for this, if I'm a multimillionaire or a millionaire right now, I would be making over $400 per hour. So if I were to, do something with my time, is this gonna have a return that's gonna be more than $400 an hour? Or if it's less than that, can I pay for somebody else to do this? So some things I've been working on that is like, cleaning my apartment, cooking, any kind of like nonchalant meeting or whatever. If it's not gonna pay me or, give a return to me in $400 or more per hour, I try to outsource this. I try to get rid of it. That's not saying it's like, oh, I'm going to have coffee with this person, and it's like, oh, they don't really feel like they match my $400 per hour, so I'm not going to have a meeting with them. It's not like that at all. It's more of just like, is this task worth $400 per hour? If it's not, get rid of it. Try to do something else. Outsource it, whatever it may be. If it is, then yes, you do it. So for me, I've been really working on like video editing. Is this task worth $400 an hour? Right now, I'm not getting paid $400 an hour for video editing because I'm doing it myself for my own videos, but eventually it could be. So that's just an example. That's huge. So that's Kyle 3.1. It's something I go through every morning as well, starting the day. I try to go through it at night as well, because your brain starts to go into theta, and that's where you really start to influence the subconscious mind. Same thing with the morning. So that's why there's no phone. That's why there's no distraction. That's why my room is pretty dang plain when it comes to that, because this is what sets the intention for the day, sets the intention for the month, year, and helps me become who I want to become. So this is the morning time video. This is what I've been doing. This is what I've learned over these past 30 years that's helped me become who I've become. And I love who I am, and I love who I am becoming. And it's a never-ending process, so it's great. It's always progress over perfection. So I'm never striving to be perfect. I'm always striving for progression. And Kyle 3.2, he's probably gonna be a pretty cool dude too. So Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I'd love to, answer. If you want more book recommendations, anything, let me know. Have a beautiful day. It's Sunday here in Vegas. And that was a lot. Okay then. Bye-bye now.